What's up, Non-Fungible community? This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible today and Non-Fungible tomorrow. And this is indeed a very sad few weeks for Bored Apes. It is a sad Ape Yacht Club. Why? So this is what happened just 1 hour ago, and Bored Ape 4586 was purchased for 1.49 ETH, and yes, that's 1.49 ETH and not 90 Ethereum, which is around the floor price that they're trading. And the reason for this is because there's an exploit in Opensea. And for those of you who do not know, what happened was that a few days ago, Opensea did send a few emails, and basically they say, hi there, we're writing to you because your account has at least one listing on an item. An active listing is a listing of your NFT that was never cancelled and is still fulfillable. This may occur if you transfer a list NFT to another wallet without cancelling all listing, active and inactive. Transfer NFTs to another wallet does not cancel listings, so you have to always cancel an active listing of an NFT before initiating a transfer. Your previous lowered the price of a fixed price listing, sold the item, and did not cancel all previous listing. To prevent any of your items from being sold at the inactive listing price, please urgently to cancel any inactive listings. Click here to learn how to cancel an NFT listing, or go here to see your inactive listing dashboard directly. Basically, what does it mean? Alright, we have to go back to some fundamentals. Whenever you sell an NFT on OpenSea, do you remember that every new collection that you sell, you have to pay gas fee to approve the sale of that NFT? So basically what that happened is that you're actually giving authorization to OpenSea to sell all your tokens within that collection, okay? So if you sell an NFT and then if you list it and a listing expires, actually on OpenSea's front end, people cannot see it and cannot buy your NFT. But what happened is that on the back end, that listing is still existing, okay? So what people did is that they use an exploit to snipe these NFTs. So basically for this Bored Ape, it's probably listing for around 90 Ethereum, but because they had previous listings maybe a few months ago for 1.49, people were able to find that on the blockchain and then use that in order to buy this NFT. So without further ado, let's look at different analysis of what people are saying in the community. Okay, this is from LUT1. So OpenSea exploit. What is happening? How to protect yourself? Quick thread to understand what happened while you're sleeping. So first, a quick look at the timeline. 3 hours ago, Bored Yacht Club holder only had one of his apes sold for 0.77 ETH. That's approximately 1000x less than its market value. And almost at the same time, the hacker started using his exploit on a bunch of other top NFTs. So Cool Cats NFTs, CyberCons, he also started minting the Universe of Women collection to drive up prices. Here's his OpenSea profile, okay? Alright, don't go cancelling your orders right away. You may have seen tons of tweets telling you to cancel all your orders immediately, but before you pay lots of gas fee to do so, let's try to understand how this happened and whether your NFTs are at risk or not. So your NFT are at risk if you list them on OpenSea. If you transfer them to another wallet without cancelling the listing on OpenSea, send them back to your original wallet later on. Okay, which is exactly what T-Baller did in May 2021. So for those of you who have, very well sought after NFTs, this is something that you have to watch. This is something that you have to handle immediately if you have listed using your account before. So why does this happen? Because when you do this, OpenSea is simply removing your listing from its front end. Cancelling a listing costs gas, just like any transaction on the blockchain. So why should they pay it for you? To be clear here, OpenSea does not charge a delisting fee. What they charge is the cost of gas to remove the listing from the blockchain. Since they don't do it, the old listing still exists on the blockchain and can be fulfilled. So can you just jump on OpenSea to try to find similar models to buy cheap NFTs? Of course not. Again, the old listing are not visible on OpenSea. Rumors are that API export between Revoke and OpenSea was involved, allowing it to buy these NFTs at a much lower price. How exactly would this API export work? Well, so far nobody really knows. It doesn't seem that this exploit has been used on a large scale. As you'll probably get it by now, this exploit is not just for blue chip NFTs. Any NFTs that follow the same pattern is at risk. Neither OpenSea or Wearable have communicated about this so far. We don't know if they can fix this, and it seems like it's not a bug but a feature. They should implement more warning, but how can they pay someone else's cancellation fees on their behalf? So don't just wait for the fix yet. Go take your time to go to order.wearable and check out the active listing. You may have forgotten to cancel that. Follow the pattern I explained above. If you think it's worth it, pay the gas fee to remove the old ones, okay? So let's say, so this is a way you can do to cancel a listing, but it seems that what happened is that when OpenSea told people to cancel, the bot actually front won someone, okay? So Dingaling did have an analysis saying that, warning, do not cancel your OpenSea listing as stated in the email that OpenSea just sent out. Please first transfer your NFTs to a different address and cancel the listing listing on the original address before sending it back. Opensea just put everyone at even more risk than before. So this is the email that Opensea sent, which I talked about, okay? And then they said, okay, great, they're finally looking out for the community. No, this is incredibly irresponsible on their part and make things 100x worse. This actually makes the exploit much easier to execute. Look at what happened to Wolf Chan here. So someone actually tried to cancel the listing, right? And then the mutant ape immediately got sold. So what happened was that Wolf Chan had free listing on his mutant from 4 to 5 months ago in the screenshot below. It was transferred out and transferred back in 2 months ago. Although the previous listing could still be executed at any time, it was still extremely hard for anyone to scrape and find them. So after receiving the above email, he went to cancel his inactive listings, and he cancelled his 115 ETH listing, which was successfully confirmed in the block, right? When cancelling the 6 ETH listing and exploited the sort of cancellation tax and waiting in the ETH mempool and executed a sale of the NFT of 6 ETH in the same block by front running the cancellation using Flashbot RPC. Both transactions were blocked in the same block. So when checking at the mempool, it's easier to than scraping all the Opensea API to find all the orders, since the cancellation tax submitted has all the details in the tax input data. You're basically handing out your NFT listing details on a silver platter to be front run. So it means that what the previous community members said could work, but there is a risk that if you cancel a variable, someone might front run you. So what is the way to do this? Okay, basically exploiter can see your pending cancellation tax in the mempool and immediately put through a transaction to front run your cancellation in the same block. So in this case, it was confirmed since the call data sale was the same sale transaction as a cancel transaction call data. So Opensea basically just told everyone to go and cancel the old listing, but in turn got everyone to give the exploiter the exact info needed to buy the NFTs at the original low price. I honestly cannot believe the amount of incompetence displayed here. So what can you do to prevent this now? Make sure that you transfer all the NFTs with inactive Opensea listing out of your address first before cancelling the live listing in your original address. Only after all the listings are cancelled are you safe to transfer it back. Alternatively, you can revoke allowance of your NFT to Opensea on Revoke Cash first before cancelling the listing. If you don't want to transfer the NFT out of your wallet, click a slider to get your ERC-721 allowances. So basically, before when I was talking about the Phantom Galaxy hack, I also talked about Revoke Cash. So Revoke Cash is a very helpful tool whenever there's anything like this. What happens is that you can type your Ethereum address, your ENS name, and then let's say for example, I don't have much in my account, but I can still show you what it is, right? So it will show you the ERC-20 token. So if you have previously swap any tokens, and if you have give unlimited access to the swap, it will show it here, and then you can revoke it. But in order to revoke it, you'll have to pay gas fee. And you click on this, you can see all ERC-721 tokens. So these are all of my ERC-721 tokens. So it seems like, oh, my allowance for all token to Opensea is my Work Radio membership pass, which I previously listed before, right? And also other things. So if you want to revoke it, if you have a Bored Ape or Mutant Ape, go here, revoke it, or to be safe, move your NFT away to another wallet and then revoke it and then move it back, okay? It is kind of sad because you see that people selling the Mutant Ape, Sport Ape, or those really sought after NFTs for a very cheap price and then flipping it and then they're making a lot of money. And I mean, sometimes it's kind of discouraging because you always thought that, hey, people are here, there's a lot of community members, good actors, but at the same time, we cannot forget that there are other bad actors, right? It doesn't mean that everything is bad. Not really. I want to use this opportunity to shout out to someone on Twitter. So basically what happened is that he did a bot which is similar to these exploiters, right? So he basically bought these NFTs at a low price of the previous listing, and then he decided to give it back to the original owner, okay? So this is one where he bought a Mutant Ape and then gave it back to the original owner using this glitch, okay? So for those of you, if you have well sought after NFTs, double check your listing. Remember to revoke. Go to revoke.cash. The link is in the description below. Revoke all your listings. Revoke basically means is that you're paying gas fee to tell the blockchain that, hey, I no longer allow Opensea to help me transfer these NFTs. So the next time you want to sell that NFT in that collection, you'll have to approve it again, and you have to pay gas fee. So for those of you who are wondering, hey, why do I have to pay gas fee? But the gas fee is very minimal compared to the loss that you can make if your NFT is very well sought after. So this is a video today. I hope that it could provide some clarity because this is all new to a lot of people, and you do have to keep track of what is happening in the market, or you can make a lot of losses. Okay, so I hope you trade safe and tread this place carefully. This is your host Non-Fungible TC signing off.